Hello, everyone, and welcome to State of the Realm. As you expected, we're going to be discussing the letter from the producer, live number 76. What else is there to say but then to just get started? I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Happy, and of course, joining me is looking ever so dapper himself, Sly. How do you do, Sly?
I am not dapper today.
I don't know, dude. I feel like you've just exuded dapperness. It's just like built into you.
I don't know what to tell you. I just feel normal. But hi, how you bees, Hap? How you bees?
I am yelling to stay awake. That is what I am doing right now.
That is a mood and that is a feeling. Holy shit.
Yeah, I feel like wearing the hat is somehow keeping me awake. I feel like the conscious effort
is the hat is distracting you.
It's like distracting me from being tired. I'm like, yeah, I've got this hat on. And I'm like, oh, let me adjust it. And because like I can just do like, I'm itchy in the back, like right under here. It's like, oh, let me adjust this part. And it's like, it just keeps my brain moving.
See, under normal circumstances on a day like this, when I wake up like early as fuck, I feel like I need a nap somewhere. I didn't take a nap. I was just working on stuff for the weekend and everything. And then after the live letter, and like I had a pretty decent breakfast. Thanks, Bojangles. But like it was hearty, and usually after a live letter, I'm like napping until State of the Realm. Not today. I was actually pretty awake, and I did have some coffee too. But
I'm jealous. I could go for a nap, but at this point, if I take the nap, I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Yeah.
You're not gonna wake up.
No, I'll wake up, but I'll wake up when I'm supposed to go to sleep. Is the problem? Mm-hmm. And then I'll be like, well, I should go back to sleep, but I can't. Not to mention the fur balls that I keep occupied behind me don't seem to like my sleep schedule. Or they keep you
occupied.
Yeah, that's them all right.
Yep.
The heck? Hey, phone. You're supposed to be on Do Not Disturb right now. We're doing a podcast. That's rude. All right.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, I don't think this show will take up the usual 2 hours that we need. That was as long as the live letter was, and the live letter, it was a simple one. I think is the safest thing to say about it.
Straightforward.
Yes, very straightforward. Before we get started with that, of course, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to our sponsors over on Patreon for supporting. They don't have to. All of our content is available for free. You can enjoy it on YouTube or whatever podcast app that you use. But those of you supporting on Patreon, we do support thee. We do appreciate thee. See, I've been awake for too long. I can't even speak anymore. We do support thee. No, that's it. No, we can go with that. We support you supporting us.
Words are hard when you're tired.
No, we support you supporting us. No, that's cool. No, that works. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It took you a while to get there, but yeah.
No, we're good.
We got there.
And of course, the usual sponsors on top of that with the discount Steel Series, Advanced GG. Always good to have them around. Oh, with that.
You know what, Haps?
What?
You take it easy. I'll steer the ship. You take it easy. You're tired. I got you, fam. So, live letter 76. There have been 76 of these. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I still need to be here. Okay, got it.
Yeah, somewhat here. Like, let's say a 40%. Let's say 40% here.
Okay, 40. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me find 40%. Hold on.
Oh, all right.
Okay, there we go. That's 40%. I had to get. I need to find about 40% angle in my chair where that's still like comfortable, like I could sleep, but like I'm awake, kind of situation.
Yeah.
Like when you put like you just get recommended anime clips on YouTube and you don't even really watch it, but you just let them autoplay. Like that's 40%. That's it.
But as always, before we begin, we always have to thank Illuminori and Miyuna, for doing the translation over on the Discord, the FFXIV Reddit Discord. So thank you to them. Without you, we wouldn't have a fucking show.
Yeah, we'd just be reading slides, and then everything they say in between, we're just like, I guess nothing else happened.
We're just lost.
That's it.
We're just lost. So yeah, this live letter started out
interestingly,
very, very interestingly. So we have the usual. We have Yoshi P and Foxconn. This time we had Matsuda, and like everybody figured while Matsuda was there, he's there to say I'm out, goodbye, peace out.
That's it. I'm out. He did kind of say it like that, actually. He pretty much just said it. He's like, it's been cool. I'm going to play golf. Out.
Yeah, deuces. Yeah, can you throw golf in 14? Yeah, thanks, deuces. So yeah, that was kind of the passing of the torch, I guess, in live letter form, because our new CEO, Kiryu, came on with the guitar, and yeah. Yeah.
Accurate. That's pretty much what everyone's response was. They were like, "Oh,
yeah."
So I'm gonna add a little bit of background context. Prior to his stepping down from the company, Matsuda had begun pushing for NFT related stuff within Square Enix.
Yep.
He's stepping down, but the new guy is even more into it. So there's a lot of nervous energy with them both being there and him introducing himself as the new CEO.
I don't think it's nervous at all. I think it's meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
I see. That's the thing is, though, that's not necessarily what everyone was hoping for. But Now, to be fair, he didn't say the magic 3 letters. In fact, they probably told him not to say the magic 3 letters.
Oh dear God, this would have been the most cursed live letter if he did say those 3 letters.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he didn't.
No.
And I feel like right now, Kiryu's trying to ease into everything. He can't really go full NFT yet. Give him a couple months maybe, and then we're probably gonna start seeing articles about symbiogenesis and
oh God, I was hoping you were gonna say it. Did you see that they copyrighted something called We Love Humans?
No, I did not see that or hear about it.
Yeah, we don't know what it is, but there was a copyright for Square Enix like 2 days ago called We Love Humans. And so everyone's like, oh shit. Oh shit.
Sort of an ironic name for an NFT game.
We don't know if that's what it is, but everyone reads it and goes, uh-oh.
Yep.
Even Yoshi P mentioned he was watching somebody do AI Yoshi P and how scarily close it got to sounding like him.
The machines are winning.
They are in every way, shape, and form, pretty much.
I won't get too into what Kiryu was talking about because, honestly, I wasn't even halfway there. At that point, I was just still munching on my Bojangles.
You know what he was talking about?
I have no clue. I mean, even though it's there in the translation. If you want to read it, go read it.
Dude, I'm not going through it. So funny. It was just talking about how his wife is carrying him through A Realm Reborn right now. That's it.
Funnily enough, I did read that part. Wait.
That's all he talked about. He talked about how he didn't use his position in the company to get a free guitar. He actually bought it just through the retailer. His wife is carrying him through A Realm Reborn and yelling at him every time he runs the wrong way in a dungeon. And that's all he really has time for, other than easing into his position at the moment. That's it. Those are the only 3 things he mentioned, and he said Final Fantasy 14 is the best game in the world, and we think it can be even better. Wants it to be the best in the universe.
Want to be the best game universe,
Which again is, by the way, still a scary thing to hear an NFT person say, because verse is a very scary 5 letters. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it as. He just really he thinks it can be even better. He thinks they can raise the stakes, and that's it. And that's nothing else. Just not, Yoshi P's been adamant, just nothing else. Now, biggest surprise about that guy, he's 47 or 48. He looks relatively like he's young. In college.
Yeah.
If you told me he was fresh out of college and just had a strong jawline, I would have believed you. That man is deceptively older than he looks. So he's we'll see how long he looks that way after being CEO, but
yeah. But yeah, that's how the live letter started, and Matsuda and Kiryu went their way in. We really didn't get to the nitty gritty yet. Yoshibi covered a few things about 6.38, which will be next Tuesday. The weekly Savage restrictions will be removed. There will be some PvP adjustments. Season 6 of Crystalline Conflict Series 7?
Season 6. It's not series.
Season
Sly.
6.
Series.
No. I said Series 6. I said Season 6. I'm wondering what series it is. Is it Series 7?
Series 3 is ongoing until 6.4.
I'm so fucking confused. I don't know.
Yes, Series 3 doesn't end until 6.4, and then Series 4 will begin. But Season 6 begins on Tuesday.
Yeah. And of course, the big thing is the hardware being replaced on the NA data center, which will be 24 hours of maintenance.
Yep.
So,
although, to be clear, it'll be 24 hours for every data center, even though they're only doing the hardware.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And every other data center is like, why the fuck is this happening to us? When, like, I've already heard that question 100 times. Like, yeah.
Sly, my favorite is when people all ask for the 1 day back on their game time.
I've heard that too, which is
pretty common.
Motherfucker, for what?
Because they can't play for a day. And you all know that when you normally play for 2 hours in a day, but you can't be subscribed, but you can't be logged in for a whole 24 hours, you deserve to get the whole day back, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Which brings us to patch 6.4 and the title, The Dark Throne.
Well, you don't want to talk about the body pillow that Yoshipi had to sign at PAX?
So yeah, The Dark Throne. Yeah, pretty obvious title, pretty obvious what it alludes to. And we go into new main scenario quest, and we get a few pictures, one with Kryle, one with Zero looking very worried, I guess.
Wait, how do you gonna bring up Kryle and Zero and not bring up Best Boy here with Erenville? Our Gleaner friend is back. I love him. Wait, you don't like Eren? What's wrong with Eren?
Yeah, I like Erenville. He's cool. I didn't say anything was wrong.
You just skip past like Kryle and Zero, and it's like, but
Erenville's in the picture with Kryle, although you can't see his face, but yeah, he's there. Yeah, and they were like, what did Zero see to make her have that face? I wonder. Of course, the continuation of Tatar's grand endeavor.
Time to cry.
Huh? You've done all of Tatar's grand endeavor, right?
No, I actually haven't done the most recent one. I haven't done the 6.3.
Oh, okay.
Tataru.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, how do you feel about it so far? Because right now, I feel like it's light, but it's still good. And I really want to see how this plays out. I don't want to spoil it for you because you haven't done the most recent one. But yeah, it. And what I mean by light is it's light emotionally, not content wise. It's I'm glad to see the callbacks from past expansions and everything, and I want this to continue so bad to 6.5. I want to see it end in 6.55 or whatnot. But yeah, it's been really good. What have you besides the newest one you haven't done? What do you think so far of it?
It started too light for my taste. It's basically doing about 45 minutes of cutscenes for what's about 5 minutes of meat. And I don't know about that 6.3, but that's how I felt for the first couple of parts. But still, I like that they're using it to kind of tie up all the loose ends. And this was the loose end I was waiting for most. Was actually Whirlit, which is the next thing. So you need to have done the Shadowbringers trial series in its entirety, which is fantastic, by the way. Bit creepy, but fantastic.
Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad.
Get your milk. Get your milk ready for this quest. You think I should buy milk for when this quest comes out and just drink milk?
No.
I hate milk, and I still kind of want to. I'll get almond milk. I'll get almond milk. That's my way of rebelling. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm so glad. I mean, to me, this had to have been one of them. This would have been a failure as a quest series, I feel like, if Wurlit wasn't involved somewhere. And they had mentioned Wurlit. I think right when they first announced it, they had even brought up, like, other side quests for characters. Like, oh, we haven't seen Gaius really in Endwalker, and we haven't seen, anyone from the Far East. Like, they kind of went through a few regions. And so this had to happen. And so this one, I'm definitely going to get caught up with the 6.3 one. So I can get this one. Besides, 6.31 had pretty good rewards.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
So, looking forward to this.
Yep. And, of course, we have somehow further Hildebrand adventures. The last one, really, really good.
It was really good. Everyone I know who even hates
so
Hildebrand
good.
who watched this one was like, okay, I get it now.
It is so... When it's meme worthy, when we get new gifts to put on Twitter and whatnot, that's how you know it's good. Like this past one was really good. I'm looking forward to seeing what our friend, I'll call him, will be doing with the crew this next iteration.
Brynhildr.
Brynhildr.
I love his name so much.
And of course, with Hildebrand, we get further Manderville weapons. So the next step. What are we thinking?
Please don't be fucking tomes again. I don't mind if tomes are an option, but don't make them the whole thing. Because if you have 3 steps in a row that are fucking tomes, bro, I don't want 71,000 tomes. Please.
My tomes will be ready just in case.
That's because you don't do all 19 of them. I do. You know what was great about the previous ones, other than Eureka? Even the Shadowbringers ones, I could do multiple steps at the same fucking time. Because I could use tomes for one thing, and then grind whatever the step was for the other thing, and then I could get twice as much done at once.
Yep.
Just not only tomes. Please. Oh,
I kept telling you.
So boring.
Crazy. You were fucking crazy.
What do you mean crazy for wanting them to actually put some effort in?
For deciding to do all of them knowing that they're right now are tomes?
I mean, that makes them easy to do. I just basically pick them up as I do hunts and shit every week, and then eventually I'll need to buckle down and... Oh, I don't like tomes either. But this... Stop, there's a new shirt. I don't like the tomes either, Aloha. I understand that you're angry. Here, eat something.
Even Aloha's angry at tomes.
Yeah, even he doesn't want them. It's just lazy. Like, here's the thing. The actual quality of the quest and the quality of the weapons, I think, has been good. There are some I don't like, but that's always going to be the case. Not going to like every single one. Bottom line. But no more tomes. No more.
I think tomes will be a part of it, but not the only
I think they're just going to do tomes again. I think it's literally going to be 1,500 again. Like, I don't think it's going to be any different.
Like I said, I'm going to have them ready. I'm going to have them at the ready, but I think they're going to be a part of it.
No, I think it's literally going to be 1,500 tomes again. I think it's going to be 4 steps of 50. No, I'm dead ass. I'm not going to expect anything else.
I'm optimistic, expecting something else. Honestly,
why?
I'm just optimistic that we won't. Well, you have tomes as an option. Pick a 24-man. Fates.
Oh no! Wait, no! Go back on the 20. No, because if they use a near, I'm going to be even more upset.
That's an option.
Let's pretend it's not.
I mean, as much as you want to pretend, I want to pretend like it doesn't exist, but we all know it's in the game.
Nope. Make us do Delubrum instead. Fuck it. Just send us back to that one.
You know what? Like, now you say that. Now that you say that, because we don't have a Eureka type content, that kind of does make sense. And I would like it. I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, they got to still make Delubrum more attractive to do in general. I don't think this is the way, but I'm saying is,
God, no.
if you're going to make me do a Shadowbringers 24-man raid, make me do the good one. That's it. That's all. Or don't make me do them at all. And I mean, not at all. Like, here's the thing. Like, let's say they did books again, and the near raid could pop up as an objective.
Shut up.
I'd be like, okay, I'll do that. Whatever. I can laugh at it.
No.
But if I have to do 15 of each near raid, I'm gonna lose it.
No books. No books. No books.
Sliding about that read.
Rating is fundamental outside of fucking 14. Yeah, no books, please.
I'll take them over tomes. I said it.
Our biggest thing is just make it interesting. That's all we want. Just make it fucking interesting. That's all we're asking for. That's all we want. Splendiferous tools. They went over it. It's a thing. I'm still jaded on the current Splendiferous tools because, like,
yeah. But here's the thing, Sly. Like, right now, they're close-ish, but they're worse. Right? Like, that's kind of the consensus. If they get 2 more upgrades, they probably will be the best at the time where it matters least, but they will be the best.
That's not even my real issue. Is stat wise, I'm not worried about it. Like, because eventually, like, you know, along with, you know, normal battle weapons, they eventually kind of catch up, and that's fine. It's the special shit that they put on, like, additionally. That doesn't really make any fucking difference because one, like, well, the main thing, nobody like does normal crafts anymore, hardly, and like you're in, and this would be like for what expert recipes, even then those are kind of macroed anyway. So what's the benefit in having that special ability, quote unquote, for each of the Splendiferous tools? That's my biggest concern, and like that's something like they need to look at. Like, if you're gonna add another ability on top of the one that makes no fucking difference, great. Just allow it to mean something. Like, I'm not asking them to make it specialist equal to what specialist is, or because specialist is just like a few extra stats at most. And then being able to do specialist recipes.
Yeah.
Make it worthwhile. I don't know what that could be. Like, honestly, couldn't tell you like how it could be more worthwhile.
Cat.
And I don't.
Sorry, cat.
Oh. Yeah, like I really can't think of how they can, you know, make it worth our while. Maybe use for new resplendent variants. Sure. Well, yeah, people do that, I guess.
Doesn't matter to me.
Like people, Happy doesn't care. He's just doing his Lockrits and just leveling right now. He don't give a shit.
Damn right. I'm gonna do some leave quests when I'm 90, but that's about it. I got burned to them leave quests.
Yeah. But yeah, like my biggest takeaway is make them worthwhile, please and thank you. After that, we get a few screenshots of Moen and other what's his name?
Grenalt, yeah. See, they're expressing their love. It is truly the opposite of the source.
Yes, it is. And we get Frogbot.
We have that as a mount. Is that a minion or is that just in the cutscene?
I want to say it's a minion because I don't see anybody on it.
Like, yeah, it's super tiny. It's like barely even the size of a tile, but
yeah. Next up, we get our newest dungeon in 6.4, the Aether Front. And boy, is this place Charlian.
Yeah, the Aether Front.
So that's a.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I got Eureka vibes when I saw this initially. I was like, is this Eureka?
Eureka slash Charlian slash
Hinterlands.
Yeah. Which again is just basically Charlian anyway. So yeah, I'm wondering where this could possibly be.
I've heard the thought that it's where all the primals burst out when we flew away at the end of Endwalker. That's what I've heard some people suggest. It's probably one of the other islands in Old Charlian, though. One of the islands that's part of that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, and I presume we're using the ether to go to the 13th.
Huge possibility.
I mean, that's kind of the whole thing. We need a way back. We don't have a way back at the moment. And given we know what the trial is, we need to go back.
Yeah, we do, because that was the next thing. New trial. And no, we didn't get hugs and kisses EX. No, we got the straight up name and picture. The Voidcast Deus in Extreme. And yep, you guessed it. Because we have nothing left. It's Golbez.
Yep. Golbez. I mean, most people had predicted this at this point. So I think they know that. I think they know that he was going to be next. So there's no point in keeping it a secret anymore. I think the only reason they kept the other ones a secret was to keep the order of the... Like, Barbaricha being the trial did kind of surprise people. Most people thought it was going to be Cagnazzo. And then I feel like most people figured Rubicante, but... Either way, they still decided.
And then seeing Cagnazzo in a dungeon, of all things.
Yeah.
So my thing is with this, because the Four Fiends and Golbez were a big plot point. The same question I had before they were a plot point is the same question I have now. Where the fuck do we go from here? Like, once this is done, like, what the fuck happens? I mean, it's like I kind of felt like we got through this a little too early if we're fighting Golbez now. And if Final Fantasy lore rings true and, he loses the whole suit of armor and we get no suit Golbez eventually in the story. Great. But, like, where the fuck do we go from here? Like, that's just we're just killing off a huge plot point just like that through a trial series.
Not yet. We're not. We still got one more trial to go, and I think we know what it is now.
Yeah.
If it ain't Zeramis, I'll be very surprised. I mean, here's the thing: I would prefer to be surprised, but Zeramis 625.
At this point, can we be surprised, really?
If it's not Zeramis, yeah. Zemus/Zeramis in some capacity. It's going to all depend. I'm very, very interested to see how the actual 6.4 plays out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because they need to be gearing up now for 7.0. And they said something was going to happen in 6.5 that was going to suddenly kind of shake everything to bring in 7.0.
So kind of like 2.5-ish.
Yeah. 2.5. I mean, the whole thing got shook up. Like, yeah, we kind of started dealing with Ishgard a little before that, but
yeah. Well, we never really had the shakeup. Like, leading into new expansions, we haven't had that kind of shakeup since 2.5. Like, nothing that extreme. I wouldn't even say before the one before Shadowbringers was that big. I mean, yeah, like, we kind of knew where it was going. We kind of knew where we were going. But it wasn't to the level of, oh, shit, this shit is fucking real. Like 2.5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so, I mean, there's lots of options on the table. I think all of us are still leaning for one reason or another, Mara City and the New World. I think those are at the top of everyone's lists. One, the other, or both. two different faraway locations. But we also know that Yoshi P at the PAX East panel commented about how the biggest struggle they have is surprising people with the very, very end. Like surprising people with Azaz Law and surprising people with, going to the Far East when everyone just thought we were going to Alamigo, and then surprising people at the end of the whole fucking universe and Endwalker.
Because we've had years to kind of build on this lore. I mean, there are a lot of things we know, and there are a lot of questions we have, and eventually these questions are going to get answered. We would be surprised. We would be surprised, but it's like half surprise, half expectation. Mericidia, that's not going to really surprise us. If we see that at FanFest, or pick a FanFest or a live letter or the big live letter, sure. Like, that's not going to surprise us. We knew we were eventually going there somehow. The new world, that's one place we really haven't experienced, and we've only seen through characters and through lore and whatnot. We're expecting that. There's a lot of things we're expecting. I'm not going to say Blitzball. Oh, wow. Aloha. But a minute I said Blitzball.
Yeah, every time he gets furious at Blitz. He's inherited my emotions. He hears Blitzball. Yeah. He says no. Here's me yelling about it all the time. Aloha. Yeah. But I mean, even if we do both of those things, I feel like they're gonna their goal is gonna be to go one step further, no matter what. Mm-hmm. So something else major is going to have to kind of fall into place.
Oh yeah, location wise or event wise, yeah, something or really really big. Yeah, or both. Next up we have our newest Unreal birthday cake Zervan.
It's so weird saying newest Unreal because they're all old. But like you're right, but it's like you think about it,
Yeah. So Skip Sword disband.
Yep. Old meme. I still have confidence I can go back and do Ravana or Thornton, but I wanted Ravana.
I'm glad we agree on this because I was like right before what it was came up. I was like, please let it be Ravana. Please let it be Ravana. Zervan. Fuck. I'm holding out hope. Well, 6.5. We'll get a Unreal, another Unreal.
On high I stand, gazing down to see.
Yeah, so I'm holding out hope for 6.5 that we see Ravana.
Yeah,
this one,
to not skip Sword.
Now, Yoshi P said, the extremes that we release on the later expansion usually have less clears than the early ones, so people might have only done it once. No, I remember doing this shit a bunch. I'm sorry.
Did it like 5 times.
I'm sorry. I remember. Hey, this is one of those ones I did a fucking bunch.
I did it like 5 times.
Maybe
so
not 100 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not 100 times, but I did it a fucking bunch. So I remember it. I think this is one that won't be too much of a problem.
Do you remember any of his voice lines? Good and evil, the war eternal.
War eternal, yeah. Oh, man.
My favorite line from him is not even voiced. It's when he just says, I am Zervan. As you're leaving the first phase, it just says in a text box, I am Zervan.
I am Zervan. This is Stancred.
Stop.
But yeah.
I remember more about that fight from soloing it than anything. Honestly, I think everyone's so focused on Soar. I think people forgot Fire and Ice is kind of a pain in the ass in Party Finder.
Oh yeah, I did it with actual parties.
I was gonna say, as soon as I threw Party Finder
on that, I'm like, fuck. Oh yeah, Party Finder, that's a thing. Southern Cross wasn't really that bad.
Oh, the puddles and the PF are going to be a fucking disaster. I'm going to be yelling at the other 7 people.
PF is going to be a fucking disaster.
Stuck!
Again, I did it with parties, so.
Yeah. I'm going to have to actually review how we did the puddle, because we YOLO'd. The group I did it with, we just YOLO'd all the puddles for the Fire and Ice. Because you need one person in each or they explode. I think you can survive
We
a few
kinda
Vuln stacks.
YOLO'd.
Yeah, I just remember YOLOing it, but I don't think that's a good idea. We basically
Not in
did.
BF.
You have like 10 seconds, so we basically did. If you're the first one next to it, then you're staying there.
Mm-hmm.
Then that was it. So
Yeah. And they said they've added some special Unreal rewards this time. So
mount.
what mount?
You know what? For them to say it's special.
You think it's actually Zervin?
No, I thought about it briefly.
I mean,
I did think
really,
about it briefly
because we have that. We kind of have that skin with the
Ramu.
With a Ramu mount. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's possible.
No. I was thinking actually a reskinned, either a reskinned doggo, or what do you mean? They've already done it for the Realm Reborn mounts, so there wouldn't be a surprise.
I know, and it's lazy though. I feel
but
like
no, I'll give you one bet. What if it's a color palette swapped Kirin?
I have enough fucking ponies. No.
Did you just call Kirin a pony? Monster Hunter Kirin is coming for your ass immediately.
Good. I hate him too. Shit.
Oh, you just got off your cart? Would be a real shame if I hit you with a lightning bolt.
Yep. Oh, great. Now I'm carded again. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that pony. Next up, new raid. Pandemonium.
How the fuck do you say that?
Anabasios.
Abasios?
Anabasios.
Anabasios. Okay. I didn't Google it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't even looked up the meaning for this yet. Like somebody really good or really smart probably already looked it up and whatnot, or knows it. As usual, Savage will be a week after 6.4. So if anybody needs some gear before going in, hit your boy up. I will be on Behemoth making sets all day, making sets the first week. So hit your boy up. But yeah, the previous tier was a bit difficult, especially with the adjustments. Can't really say much about this, but we have a screenshot. We have a couple screenshots. And apparently we're fighting Common Rider. That's what I'm taking away from this, that we're fighting Common Rider.
So an Anabasis is a plant, and if I recall, Asphodelos is a flower as well. So Abyssos I don't think is a flower, but they might all be flower / plant based. Because I remember something. I remember discussing this at some point. Yeah, Asphodelos is a daffodil. Yeah, I remember having this discussion about the naming convention being related to a plant or a flower. And given all the trees and shit we've seen, again, another giant what looks to be another ether tree in this one. Given the obsession with bringing Athena back to life, the Tree of Life is Yggdrasil is not necessarily way out of scope here.
But we've already, well, no, to be fair, that was Omega bullshit. Yeah, but we've already fought. Yeah, we already dealt with what's his nuts.
What's his nuts? So we've got in chat here the Greek word anabasis, which is what the flower is based off of. The plant is based off of, mind you, means expedition up from, which would imply it is the deepest part of hell. So it makes sense for Pandemonium. Okay. And in Japanese, the tier translates more directly to heaven's prison.
Yeah.
So that's what our research hath yielded. And by ours, I mean chats.
Sarathi, thank you. Yeah, X-Death. Yeah, like I said, we already dealt with X-Death.
He wasn't real, though. You can't count him. Yeah,
he wasn't real, but like I don't think we're dealing with X-Death here. Like they're not like somebody from within Pandemonium is not going to turn to X Death. I don't think that's going to fucking happen.
Anyway. Yeah, it also does, it's funny. I was thinking that in Final Fantasy 2, the Emperor takes over both heaven and hell. So this is heaven's prison, and the previous one was hell's prison, basically.
Yeah, when I think of Pandemonium, I think of Mateus, Satan, the good.
Don't worry, the Kamen Rider. Listen, the Kamen Rider guy, that's Sabik, and that's his heart in front of him. If not, it's a Warframe collaboration. It's one of the two.
I saw that in chat earlier today.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Y'all are fucking awful. You know that.
I mean,
as a community, we're fucking awful.
I mean, it looks like. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It makes a lot of sense.
Oh, by the way, I got to put out for the homies. Shameless plug from Muna. Their static, Allison Abyssos, is looking for a knight to join them for 6.4 Savage World Prog. If you want to be a ninth man, slide their DMs.
Prog.
You're welcome, Muna. The rewards for raid will be shown in the next live letter. New variant and criterion. Haps, this is all well and good. Well, let's talk about it first. New criterion variant, Mount rock on this dick. Normal, 3 levels, normal, criterion, savage. You don't need to complete the Sildine subterrane to do this. Great. Where the fuck are the rewards, goddammit?
It was a really bad idea to not acknowledge probably the biggest piece of feedback immediately.
Right. They just well, that's it. Okay, so we're not going to talk about the elephant in the room that, this shit was horribly rewarded?
Maybe they feel, given past pretense with them, because that's what pretense is, it's from the past.
Yeah.
They don't like to talk about that unless they're also going to show you said things. So I feel as though they will not.
You are hopefully optimistic.
I feel as though they will not address said feedback until the live letter.
Man.
And I hate to say this, the live letter after 6.4 comes out. Because here's the thing. It's not unlikely that this comes out the Tuesday after FanFest.
Right.
Technically it should come out, I think, a Tuesday before, given the usual time frame. But it's not unrealistic that they might leave it till after. Yeah, I'll count the weeks for you. So, because this would normally be 8 weeks. That's the expected time. So,
man, I'm trying to stay in Vegas on Monday though. Fuck.
Okay. May 23rd is the predicted date for the patch. Not confirmed, but predicted. We know it's late May, so 23rd or 30th, both in the ballpark, but 23rd would be on schedule. If it's the 23rd, 1 week later is Savage.
Yep.
They are still doing that. So then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So July 18th should theoretically be the release, which would be a week and a half before. However, they have gone up to 10 weeks, which would then instead make it the following Tuesday, the Tuesday after. And there should be a live letter at FanFest, so we know there'll be something.
There will. Mm-hmm. There will. We'll see how that pans out. But please say give us better rewards. Say something. Say, it's just, I'll even take, you know what? It's going to be the same. Fine. At least you let us know. Thank you.
At least I know I can one and done it, yeah.
Yeah, well, at least you let us know. Thank you so much. We'll get the clear and get the fuck out.
If the rewards aren't better, I might not do Savage this time.
Yeah. And, of course, we got a few pictures from Mount Rockon, and it's more looking Far Eastern. And from the second picture, I'm getting CC vibes from that boss arena. How
the panels.
Yeah, how the panels could come up.
Yeah. Don't you mean Kugane Castle, which is where it's all from? I mean, it's the same thing technically, but you know.
True. True.
Like the thing is, you can see the lines on the ground where line AoEs would happen, and then you can see the panels which would flip or be where like you can make out the boss mechanics before we even get any further into that.
Yeah. Next up, duty support for Stormblood. For Siren Song, Bardoms, Doma Castle, Castrum, Mabanya, and Alamigo. And after this, there's only the 4.x MSQ dungeons left. So there's not a lot left. Like after that, we're pretty much covered in terms of duty support.
Yep. There are still some things I feel like they should work on duty support for, things that may not be MSQ.
Like what?
But so there's several dungeons that are part of
solo instances.
Well, no. So like Shisui of the Violet Tide isn't on this list, for example, but is required for flight paths, which is something you should really be encouraging people to do and thus may want to consider. Obviously, trials as well. They probably want to go back and gradually work on. That's something we'll probably see in 7.x. They've mentioned it before. They've said, we'd like to do trials at some point, but we're going to do the dungeons right now. So it's reasonable expectation. But I mean, the screenshot's great. I'm glad to see that. I guess Gosetsu is a tank.
The random mole with us, the random member of the mole tribe.
She's like, I guess I'll come.
We don't know. Yeah. Like we don't know who the fuck. Like they could have got Siren to come with us. Like no, we just got a random member of the mole tribe. We got what's her name? Yeah. She don't even have a name.
She'll be Mole Geomancer. There you go.
But apparently they can do Bardoms. They're doing great. They're doing great in Bardoms. So yeah, please look forward to it.
Keep in mind that if you fail in Bardoms, you will wipe instantly. So now if you're bad at it, there's nobody to help you.
No.
Oh man.
So yeah. Job adjustments. There will be job adjustments. Moving on.
We actually know a job adjustment already too. Because of one of the things later. They're consolidating Eos and Selene into one button.
Yeah. We'll get to that later. PvP updates. Series 4.
Yep.
Begins.
Now it's 6 point. Now it's a major patch. So the series 3 is ending and series 4 is beginning. And Sly's like, I need a drink before we start saying the word series and seasons all over again.
In the beginning, I'm like, you know what, Haps? Like, maybe I'll get used to this naming convention. No, I fucking agree with you. This shit fucking sucks.
You want to know
need to rename this shit.
Crazy about it from an American, from specifically an American perspective?
What's up?
Baseball is the whole season, and the very end is the series.
The World Series. Exactly.
I mean, I don't know how Japan does, because baseball has gotten so much bigger in Japan. I don't know how they're...
I mean, baseball's always been big in Japan.
Yeah, but I mean, it's even still, it's been accelerating, like, even more.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's handled in Japan. I just don't know how the competitive year looks for baseball in Japan. So, yeah.
I mean, more than likely, it's like a regular season and then like a playoff to a championship. I don't know what they call their championship.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like ours. We have regular season, playoffs, World Series. That's it. And then baseball is the only one who has series in their name. Like even college, college World Series.
It's even backwards there. It just doesn't. This is why everyone's confused. It's baseball's fault.
A few things with well, not CC, but Frontline actually. They are implementing a new UI element for the match time and score, which again makes sense.
Yep, it's pretty shit right now.
Yeah, because you have to look at your duty. You have to look at your duty list to look at the fucking score, which is so fucking outdated. They're adjusting Shatter, Great. I have like I'll wait to see what y'all do with it. Great. Sure. Borderland Ruins Cure temporarily unavailable.
That
shit's gone, fam.
Big quotes, man. Those are big fucking
That shit's
quotes.
gone, fam.
That shit's gone, dude. We're still waiting on Astrologos to come back. That shit's gone.
Yeah, exactly. Astrologos got the same temporarily unavailable. We ain't seen that shit since Jimmy Hoffa been around. Bro, that shit's gone. That shit is gone.
Dude, it's crazy to me that they take the mode that's most akin to a traditional MMO mode, the mode that could probably be a staple, and take that away and keep this shitty fucking shatter mode around where it's barely even a fucking PvP match. People just go in and hit ice for fucking 10 minutes and call it a PvP mode.
That's good shatter matches. You leave that alone. You leave it alone. Leave it alone. But still.
I am leaving it alone. Literally.
Yeah, I know you are.
I ain't queuing in that shit.
Yep. But again, dick's up for Secure. Secure is gone. Rest in peace. Finally, after some time, we have blue updates, but not the one you were looking for.
I mean, this is what I expected.
It's what you expected, but not what you wanted. Of course, the level cap going from 70 to 80. New spells, new gear, which looks pretty pimpish.
Pimpish.
Blue mage names. Yeah, blue mage named Slickback. That's what I called it. New enemies added to the Mass Carnival. And from the pictures, we see our blue mage named Slickback and our boy Innocence. We get something from Innocence.
Bro, it looks like he's either Italian hand motioning for that spell or he's flipping him off. He's like,
yeah, or he's asking where the hose at. I don't know. I don't know.
Got my money, bitch. That's what he's doing.
Oh, great. Oh, my God.
You're the one who called him a blue mage named Slickback. You started this.
I'm glad you leaned into it. But again, and as always with the hardcore raiders, where's the blue? Where's the blue cob?
I just don't agree with their excuse.
Where the hose at? Where the hose?
That's it. That's what he's wondering. Where's the ultimate at?
Where's the blue woo? Yeah.
It's just I don't agree with their reason for not doing it at all. It should just, all the people who want it are the people they say would feel invalidated by, like, yeah, I would love to do all blue mage ultimate. Great. And they're like, they would be so upset. Actually, we're advocating for it. I can't even understand how upset they must be. Yoshi!
Oh, man. And after this, we had a short break where we saw short video from the 18 Orchestra from Japan back in December. A little bit of a digest for the Blu-ray that's going to be releasing in April. And then a video for Closing the Distance, which, again, every time, even in symphony form, holy shit. Just seeing, no. The thing about it is, like, just seeing the Elpis flowers the moment, like, they hit the note, I'm like, bruh, I couldn't. I would need to be half drunk and to not feel anything.
It's what I call their cheater song. They're like, oh, we want you to cry here. Start song. That's cheating. That's not fair.
That's cheating.
Yeah. You throw that flow or Dynamis on, and you just Dynamis, as soon as you hear those first two piano keys, you're like, that's not fair.
Not fair.
That's incredibly unfair.
And then after that, they showed the Korean anime ad, which is funny, featuring featuring a Mr. Happy. If you didn't catch it, like it's a pretty good like anime ad. Like although like that's the second I think Korean anime ad that we've had. I would say the second.
I feel like the answer to that is yes, but I can't recall the first one very well.
Yeah.
But
I remember there being a first one.
Like how it's just there's a Lalafell in a frog outfit, and you're like, oh look, Mr. Happy's there.
Oh, hey, here's Happy. It featured Mr. Happy.
I'm a frog berry now.
Yeah.
Riveted for her pleasure.
Yeah. So we get back from the break. Yoshi P smoked 2 cigarettes, and we talk about ocean fishing.
Please don't add another achievement. Please don't add another point achievement.
I figured you were going to say that. Like the minute this guy popped up, I'm like, Happy's like begging.
Just add some achievements for the new boat location and then call it, and do not add a 4 or 5 million boat achievement. Please. Sly, I'm already thinking about the deep dungeon achievement for the hordes. I don't need this on my plate as well.
Why do you think it would be 5 million?
So are you saying why not 10?
I was going to say 6, but you know.
Because 5's a better number. That's it. Oh, God, it's going to come with a plate, too? Oh, God.
Yep.
Stop. Stop.
So, yeah, like I was saying, the new route for this update for ocean fishing is Kugane, and we see the boat, the ocean fishing boat, right outside of Kugane. So, new route. Good luck.
Bro, that boat was only out there for 21 minutes. How the fuck did it get from Limsa to Kugane and back in that time? Even Yoshi P's like, that's a long journey. We had to like a month goes by in game before we get there when we're going over the sea. What the? I agree. Just no more points. No more points. Please.
No more points. You don't want any more updates to achievements for ocean fishing? You don't want any more updates to titles?
Already considering doing the accursed. I don't need this. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we don't know right now. For all I know, we could not be getting any updates for it. You know what else isn't getting any updates, Happy?
What?
E3. But back to ocean fishing.
Man.
Yeah.
So that was brutal. This week.
Yeah.
What was that in Oh yeah, no, in ocean fishing, yeah. So for those who don't understand the joke, he started introducing ocean fishing, randomly brought up E3, and then said, "Oh well, back to ocean fishing."
Back to ocean fishing, yeah.
So that was someone in my chat made that joke. They're like, "Ocean fishing is getting an update, but you know what isn't? E3. Let's go back to talking about ocean fishing."
Yep.
Oh my god, good joke, good bit. Although it's true, it's not a bit, but you know.
Yeah, 6 out for E3. Next up, Island Sanctuary updates. We are getting new Sanctuary ranks and visions, a new gathering area. So I was thinking, just one area?
I think it might be underground.
I was thinking I was thinking like either underground or where else could it be above ground though? Like
they could just add another island and expand the size of it. Like a small like
True. New construction plots for the hideaway. And then it gets better. Well, in a few. New item rewards, new materials, items, crops, animals, and Alworks handicrafts. Then we get a picture of Ziggy. So like that's gonna be a big ass net. We need to catch fucking Ziggy.
I like the idea that
they just
the creature is the Spriggan, but we catch the whole rock that
we catch the whole goddamn thing. And they just threw Ziggy into the island. Like he's there. Good luck, have fun. But the really, really interesting things coming for Island Sanctuary. New line of rewards. Great. Support for furnishings. Now, perhaps, do you know how much a regular house gets furnishing wise for, plots?
I learned this morning. 20 for
How
a
much?
small, 30 for a medium, 40 for a large.
Why is that fucking doubled in the fucking Island Sanctuary, if not more than doubled?
Because only one person's island is loaded into an instance at a time.
So yeah, we now get furnishings in Island Sanctuary. Furnishings can be placed near structures. A maximum of 90 slots can be unlocked via Island Sanctuary progress. Dummies and gardens won't be available. That
was the kicker. That was it. I
completely understood that.
That was the end. My boner has gone the other way. All right, there we go.
Yeah, I completely understood why. But yeah, fucking 90? Motherfucker, for what?
It's a big island.
It's your island. Okay, great. My thing is only, what was the limit? 15?
15 what?
Even that? People.
Yeah, I think it's 16 maybe. It's 15 or 6. It might be 15 other people and you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck you showing this off to?
Your friends.
Housing, great. Like,
well, you don't want to have a nice
housing-wise.
shindig. Sly, I've always said you can have a nice shindig on the. Not everything needs to be a fucking baller ass club is hopping.
Not saying baller, and I'm not even looking at this from a venue owner kind of perspective, but even still,
FC sometimes they just want to hang out, man. What if there's what if the RPers want to have like an orgy? 16 people is a great number.
You get all these slots for 15 fucking people. Yeah,
that's plenty of people for an ERP
30?
Orgy. That's what it's going to be used for. I've literally solved it. I might as well just.
Anywho.
You might as well just write the next rock, paper, shotgun article.
Anywho.
You might as well just write it now. Write it for him. We found where the hoes were at. That's where the Blue Mage is trying to go.
Y'all are fucking awful. I hate all of you. Whoever made that joke, God damn it, Wolf. God damn it. You fucking suck. Oh, man.
No, I mean, I think it's great. You know how many friend groups are made up of like 10 to 15 people? And now they're going to be highly custom. It's a social, it's a game.
I understand that. And I understand that, he's even said for housing, we're working on more, yada, 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 and more slots, yada, yada, yada.
Just yada, 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 more housing slots. Disrespect.
Hey, in 7.x. The fucking Island Sanctuary get this shit in 6.4. Hooray!
Think I could put a billboard up on the islands?
Yeah.
Spot him from the ocean, maybe.
I'm so mad you went there.
No, chat went there.
That's gonna be the next meme item that we get because this past patch we got the Lalafell booster. Now we're getting billboards on our islands.
Sly, they just want to sit at the table. That's it.
Oh, fuck y'all.
That's all they want.
Anyway, miscellaneous updates. Elegant tombstones of Kek W will be added.
I've been waiting for them to get to something that has to do with comedy, because in terms of, and just in terms of the history and just everything that a civilization would record or would have, I guess, immortalized. Comedy and entertainment, I would expect to be one of them. What I didn't expect is them to just call it comedy.
Comedy. Yeah. Just flat out comedy. By the way, if anyone is watching this, anyone who's watching this right now or catches the video on YouTube, can someone please do artwork of a tombstone icon with the Keck W face? Please and thank you. I would love you. Long time.
It's like transparent.
But yeah, please. I just want to see that. I really just want to see that. Please and thank you. Maximum number of gear sets will be increased to 100. So I feel like, because remember, we didn't have enough gear sets, so what do? We put our shit in the glamour dresser.
That's enough armory space. That's enough space on the chest. This is straight up just being able to register gear sets.
Right.
Sly, do you want to know something about this? And like half of the slides that we're about to cover, these are plugins that they're putting into the game.
I know.
I didn't know that. I found out today, though.
I knew. So, for context, this has been happening kind of more recent to this expansion than anything. But there would be certain tools that people would use and get banned for them. Rightfully so, because Yoshi P has a stance against these tools. Yet somehow the functionality of these tools ends up in the game.
It's to discourage people from using the tool. Why use the tool when it's in the game? Clearly people want that, so they put it in the game.
But the people who made these tools were
suspended,
sacrificed.
Yeah, there's I don't think there's been a permanent ban, but there's been
sacrifice. Not in a like, you know, like I'm being fun, a little bit funny here, but like, you know, they were sacrificed.
Oh, you have tombstones of comedy?
These tools. Nice. But yeah, they were kind of sacrificed for these tools to show up in game. So realize who paved the way for this shit to come up in game. I actually saw, like, after the live letter, I saw like a fucking meme of what was it? Papers, Please. They impose like Yoshi P's face in Papers, Please.
Yeah.
And yeah, like they did the whole thing of you use a third-party tool. We will be using your tool and implementing it in game. Glory, what is that? Glory to Final Fantasy 14. But yeah.
Glory to Eorzea. Cause no trouble.
Glory to Square Enix. So one of the miscellaneous updates, job icons will now be displayed in chat log and on player nameplates.
Hey Sly.
What's up?
Did you know there was a plugin for that?
Yeah. I'm aware. Yep.
I learned today.
Yep. Oh boy. Another miscellaneous update. The transaction fee for items sold on the market board can now be incorporated into their total price displayed under total.
Hey, Sly.
Or anything put up on the market. Yep.
Did you know that there was a plugin for that?
Yeah. This is going to be a constant thing for a few minutes, so get used to that. Matter of fact, this whole section.
No, I think that's the next one is a kind of the next one isn't really that.
Items stored in a variety of locations can now be selected when casting glamours in an in-room.
Yeah, you couldn't. There's nothing that lets you do that, but people do something else to basically just do whatever they want. So it's within the scope of what the game does. Yeah, that one gets a pass.
Fairy Glamours. Now available to scholars.
What, Sly?
Oh, I was waiting on it, but goddamn it, never mind.
What were you waiting for?
Hey, Sly.
No, oh, yeah. Oh, hey, Sly.
Yeah. I mean, I already knew. I've seen some people post pictures of fucking Neko Arc as a fucking Aggie Glamour. Yeah.
Okay, that took a turn a little bit in a different direction than I would have anticipated.
Yeah.
Man, I saw that and I was like, they're finally doing it. And then they were like, it can become Carbuncle. And I was like, oh, well, it's good to know that's all they'll do for it forever. It's going to be right in the same place Eggy Glam is from now on.
Yep.
Hey, you know what's good though, Sly? Carbuncle was eating us
What?
all this raid tier. Now we get to eat him back.
Boo.
Don't be mad at me because I'm smart.
Sure. But are we doing zigzag or circle?
Circle? Bro, I just dodged the jumps. I didn't know there were names to this shit. There's two different patterns. Are you saying which of the two patterns?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought you were saying like two different strats. I was like, wait a minute. No, you just do it.
Yeah.
I was concerned for a second. Yeah, the other joke has been that I don't know if I want to swap to Carbuncle. I'm on a low carb diet.
All right. And that's pretty much it for, actual in-game information and stuff about the new patch. Again, pretty quick, pretty straightforward and concise.
Sly, you missed one.
Like we said,
What about the glasses and wings can be used in display in the overworld now while engaged in battle?
So getting the FanFest information. This actually did take a bit. This is a bit of QVC that he did warn us was going to take a bit, and it did. So today, at 12 p.m. EST or EDT, round one of the merchandise pre-orders began. And the thing about it is I might have missed out on the specific timing, but merchandise pre-orders are available for those who are going and those who weren't able to go.
Yeah.
So even if you aren't going,
everyone, yeah.
Now the thing I missed out on.
Everything except Oceanic. Sorry to our guests from last week. You are not on the list of recipients.
Just gotta get the jab in, huh? The thing I didn't get, like, when I did my pre-order, because I was working on shit and I completely missed the time, like an hour, I guess. I didn't get the option to pick up while I was there.
No, it's going to be shipped to you.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
So everything.
Yes.
Yeah, everything will be shipped. And see, that's why I thought like there was going to be an option for you to pick everything up when you were there.
They'll also be selling stuff while they're there. Yeah, that's the difference.
And that's what yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got my pre-orders in. Everything except the jacket. The jacket I'm probably going to have to get there.
Everything?
Shit, so. Well, not everything.
Okay, I was going to say, Jesus Christ. That's a lot.
I don't want to say how much I spent, but...
Oh, I mean, I know how much everything costs, so I've got a decent idea. You know how much I spent, Sly?
How much?
Look at the screen.
Hold on. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah. Good on you.
It's not because
so
I
really
didn't
the last
want
thing.
to, Sly. It's because I can't really right now.
Yeah, I get that. You're moving.
Yeah.
You're moving. Hey, Haps, can you do me a favor real quick?
What? I've looked at Twitter if that's what you're referring to.
No. Can you mute your headset, and then when I give you a thumbs up, I'm gonna bring you back in.
Why?
Just do it.
Hold on. I'll just take the headset off. There you go.
Okay. There you go. So Haps is moving, and it would be great, and I probably will chip in for this, but it'd be great to get him some shit from FanFest, because really, fuck, 40 to 50% of his wardrobe is con shit anyway. So, he may not be going. He chose not to go. That is his choice. All right, let's do something for the boy. Let's do something for the boy, okay? I mean, he's already got a throne wish list for housewarming and everything. But let's do something for our boy. Let's do something for our boy. Okay.
I'm trying to translate.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry.
Sly, you understand there's a VOD for this, right? Are you asking me to also not go back and listen to the VOD?
Yeah, you kind of do.
I don't have to listen to the VOD. I'm saying it's not like this happened one fucking time and I can never hear it again.
Oh, Petey, damn, Sly, all this time you did with the hose were.
No, I don't listen to the VOD. I don't want to hear my own fucking voice.
Oh, God, Petey. Oh, man. You're too good. You're too good for this world, Petey. But yeah, we got a schedule for the pre-orders. Pre-orders start today. They will end for North America April the 21st at 11:59 p.m. PDT. So you have time to get your pre-orders in and get stuff like the Loporrit, the Portly Porksy plushie, which the Loporrit can ride. The Zim crystal necklace, the embroidered jacket, which is sold out, but will probably go up, I guess, again at a later point.
Some people will probably cancel it, I imagine.
Yeah. So it's probably going to go back up, or you can probably buy it when you're there. Again, really good looking jacket. A few acrylic stands featuring, Alfie, Ali, Stinian, Raha, Krau, Tartaru, Vana, which is probably the best one in my opinion, and Xenos is probably second best, in my opinion. Again, I really don't do acrylic stands. Some of these do actually look good. Not gonna lie. A laptop case, which is pretty small for a lot of laptops that we got now, right? Like nowadays. So, I mean, if you got a laptop small enough, great. I mean, otherwise, Inwalker gaming mouse pad, which I probably get. I usually end up ruining most of my mouse pads.
That's a gaming pad? Gaming mat?
Sure.
I thought it was a Lalafell yoga mat.
Some plushy keychains, including the Fat Cat, Lascri, and the Ancient. Some of the funniest ones, the neck pillow plushies, featuring the Ambystoma, the Morble Seedling, and the Mami Shiba. Poor Yoshi P and Foxconn had a rough time with that fucking Mami Shiba.
I couldn't stop laughing because it looked like you ever see like a cartoon where they hold the cartoon character by their legs and shake them and
by the legs?
Yeah,
it looked like the Mami Shiba had extra fucking legs.
It looked like the Morble had
had
clown
legs.
pants on.
Yeah, had legit legs. Yeah.
Where's the money?
6 acrylic blocks, including all the current expansions
and 1.0. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like I know, like the acrylic stands I normally don't do. These I did order. So yeah, these were actually good looking.
Got a better idea of how much you spent now.
Yeah. The old Charlian mug, aka the Shardbucks mug. Got 2 of these. Like I couldn't just.
You can't even dishwash them. Why?
I know, like I have certain stuff that I hand wash anyway. I already hand wash anyway, so that's fine. It's fine. But they do look good, and it does say the last stand in the mug. The acrylic job magnets, they added Sage and Reaper. So apparently they use these in the dev team to strategize for fights. They use these on like their whiteboards to strategize for fights. What I really wanted, you remember the was it Shadowbringers or was it Endwalker? I think it was Endwalker. Endwalker in like for the media tour had that trailer when they had like the little chessboard and everything, and like,
yep.
Yeah, I want that. I want that either in game or at a future fan fest.
Sly, did you see my tweet when I saw that they were selling these magnets?
No.
I said it's interesting to see Square Enix finally selling magnets so they can teach PF how they work. Players still just don't understand what a plus and a minus means.
Off the heels of fucking Eureka Orthos. Off the heels, goddamn.
It's off the heels of playing this game for 10 years, and still people can't do them.
Good old Protocalia, or Orthocalia, I guess. One of the weirder ones than the last few, masking tape?
I don't buy people gifts. If I buy people gifts, it's going in a fucking bag. I'm not buying. And I'm not spending $6 on it either. Fuck that. Sorry, somebody else can buy it. I ain't buying that shit. Even if I was buying
if you
stuff.
want to like wrap up a present for your special Final Fantasy 14 friend, go nuts.
Sly, I'm just going to get you a John Cena card, not masking tape.
Love it already. And we get to the merch, the attire, I guess we should say. The Moon Party. This was really quick after the fucking patch. The Moon Party t-shirt and hoodie.
And those are NA
Moon Party
exclusive.
t-shirt, NA exclusives. The Highland t-shirt, which probably is my favorite out of all the t-shirts. Like the Highland one is fucking baller. I love that shit. The Zero one, I'm still
really? After everything you've said about Zero, that's how you're gonna do her. That's it.
The Lopport Adventure, which is really fun. It's a really fun looking t-shirt, and I did get it. Like, of course,
the Lopport JoJo t-shirt, as many people are calling
the JoJo t-shirt. Yeah. And then of course the Minion March tote bag was the last thing they showed off. After that, we got a few other QVC things for the fireworks and music event that is happening in Japan only, so we can't go, so it doesn't matter to us.
No, let's just go.
The free, yeah, we'll pull a Joy and Midna and fly to Japan together. Well, let's do that. Yeah. The free logging campaign. Until May the 8th. 8 a.m. PDT. Players returning get 96 hours for free. So if you haven't been in for a while, come back.
And they didn't talk about it, but if you currently only own the starter edition and do not have anything past the starter edition, you can download Stormblood for free.
Hey. There is a Line Add Me as a Friend present campaign. Again, this is Line, so we're talking about Japan only because Line is...
This event is Japan only, but Line is, it's used in several countries over there.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. Hatching Tide. It's already started. Ends Monday, April 10th.
Get your dongberry outfit. Hurry up, get your dongberries. I saw somebody comment. I think it was D. It was D Nug, and he was like, "In other news, coral pink dye has been removed from the game." It's okay. Yeah. We still have salmon pink.
And then, last but not least, they reiterated the 24-hour maintenance for the North American data center hardware change, which again is for everyone.
Yep, I hope we don't have plans next Monday in 14 because you can't play. That's it.
But yeah, that was the live letter from the producer live. Number 76, pretty straightforward, concise, like most part 1 live letters are. Yeah, can't wait for the next one for more info, to see some stuff. And of course, so we can geek out at the fucking trailer. Yeah. Overall, solid live letter.
Yeah. And while I may not get any of the FanFest merch, at least Square Enix sent me this sweet Puma swag, as you can see right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some good looking swag.
I got the hat. Yeah. I got the shirt on all day. I got the hat. Mel was like, "You have a package." I was like, "Okay." An hour later, I was like, "Package? For what?" And then I looked over at Twitter and I was like, "Oh," I wonder, because I didn't know I was getting that. So it was a nice surprise. And it's so comfy. I'm just gonna nap like this. Yes, Sly, I'm here. It's fine. We continue. Have you stopped looking at me?
Yeah, like I said, that was it. So, please look forward to all the stuff in the next live letter.
Next live letter, probably May 12th.
Yeah.
Let me double check that. That's about right of a guesstimate, but let's get May 12th. Yep. That would be the date. So mark it in. We'll know for certain by April 20th, 21st. Because they would announce the Moogle Tome event, and the Moogle Tome event's 4 weeks before, or at least historically has been. So we'll know if it's the 23rd or the 30th, which will inform us about it. Please let the patch be the 23rd. For the love of God, do you understand how bad it will be if the patch is the 30th, Sly?
You know, I've heard like both devs have been talking and everything, and you know. Are you referring to 16 or what are you?
I'm referring to a lot of things because Savage would be out a week later. There's Street Fighter, there's Diablo, there's the 16 demo, and then there's 16 a couple weeks later.
Yeah.
That would be
like
fucked.
I said,
6 ways to Sunday.
Yeah, I've heard that both devs, for 16 and 14 been talking.
The producers,
yeah.
He's really leaning into this joke. If there's no collab, I'm going to be fucking pissed at this point. It doesn't have to be on launch, but you can't make this joke this much and not fucking actually do it.
Were you kind of surprised that it wasn't mentioned this live letter?
No, because it makes more sense to save it for May, or even if they don't do it on launch and they decide to do it later. Here's the thing: the game went gold today. It's done. They have fucking time, so they can do it. So now, just just do it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make the joke, you have to go through with it. It's the only acceptable thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So I just realized April Fool's jokes are starting to roll out. I knew Final Fantasy XI had one, but it's unrelated to Final Fantasy. I looked over at Twitter and the Sonic team tweeted, "The Sonic social team proudly present the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, a new Sonic game." That's their April Fool's joke. The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. He's fucking dead. Oh, except a happy April Fools, except it's real. Oh. So the April Fools is that it's not real. Oh. Well, that's wild. Or is that it's not fake? Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right. What a twist. So smart. Tomorrow's gonna
So
suck.
that's the show, everyone.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Yep.
Of course, like you said at the beginning, we'll be back next week for another community-based show. And this time, this one was kind of headed by Happy himself. He kind of reached out and,
Yeah, I did something.
did Happy things.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wrangled a guest in for next week.
Yeah, next week's guest. Well, I mean, we're gonna say it real quick. Might as well, right?
Yeah.
You can't tease it and then not say it. No, next week our show is gonna be on Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific. Very different time, because we are going to be joined by Audrey of Itai Kuji, who was most notable recently for her plethora of translation work for all of the Final Fantasy franchise, 7 remake, 14, literally everything. And Square Enix super fan and awesome person who I've had the pleasure of knowing for quite some time now. And so we're going to be talking about her adventures through Final Fantasy 14. I guess her adventures in regards to Itai as well, who we have worked with on the stream several times before. Yes, and professional Amaric stan as well. Big time professional Amaric stan. Yes, but that's going to be our show for next week. Another community-driven one. And then April is going to be big question marks, but we'll figure something out. Rest of April after that. All right. Well, with that, Sly, I think we're good to go. Oh, I forgot to I had to swap my headset battery. I forgot to turn it back on. I didn't swap it this morning for the live letter, and it's been another 12 hours since I wore it yesterday. And come on. Connect. Hold on. Might need a sec. Come on. Work with me here, baby. It doesn't like when I let it all the way die sometimes. Sometimes I need to repair it if I let it actually go full on to stop. No, I still can't hear you, Sly, if that's what you're wondering. Here's what we should do. Sly, here's what we should do. I'm going to repair it. And you are going to start our outro. Let me Google. Repair. How do I repair this? I haven't done it in so long. I don't remember how to do it. See, Sly, how come you couldn't say the thing you were saying before, which I still don't know, and I don't know. Why couldn't you have waited till now? You could just say it now, and there's no way I would hear you. No, I mean, I really can't. Yeah. I don't know what he's saying, guys. For all I know, he could just be moving his mouth and not saying anything. Sly again. He keeps moving his mouth. Sly, you know you can type, right? What the hell is this? This is the instrument that Soken uses. I'm trying to remember how to pair it. He's just like, oh my God, I don't know what you're saying. Oh, can chat also not hear? Because the audio source changed because it died. Right. All right. What do you mean stupid? How was I supposed to know I was gonna make it? Just gonna change yours too. Hold on. We're gonna fix this right now. I haven't had to repair this thing in ages. Let's see. In the engine, go to the orange gear. Okay. We're going to the orange gear in the engine. Sly, I'm fixing it. What are you complaining about? Then, wait. Oh, that's because that's the wrong one. Okay, here we go. Wait, no, that's the right one. Sly feels the pain. It's like, it's an April Fool's joke, actually. No, it's not. What, Sly? It's not like I can do anything. I can't make them hear you. I'm fixing the problem. Just end the show. No. We're doing this right. Sly. Luckily, Sly, we were like, oh, the show's not going to be 2 hours. I fixed the problem. What's he typing now? Are you typing your outro in chat? Is that what he's doing? Is he typing his outro into chat? We'd like to thank Haps' sponsors over on... Here, you type it, I'll read it. So, thank you for watching this week's episode of State of the Realm. We'd like to thank our sponsors over on Patreon for supporting. They don't have to, but the show is available for free on both YouTube and podcast format, as well as on SoundCloud. He's saying, we love you. Okay, no, I'm done. Now do your outro, and I'll say your outro. So Sly, what are you doing? No, we're good. Sly, what are you doing? What do you got going on this weekend? So now you type it out, and I'll say it. There you go. Here we go. Okay, go here. Let's see. Audio options, system settings, line out. No, go to options. There it is. If you okay, when you're done typing it, we'll be good. All right, let's see. If you're in chat, click on my name and then click follow. No, Sly? Listen, if you're in chat, click on... Okay, so you can find Sly, a.k.a. Gray Fox, on Twitch, or Sly the Fox on Twitter. Tonight is Friday, and thus going to the club tonight. No club tonight. Okay, so we're not going to the club tonight. No club tonight. See, Sly, I told you to type it out. I don't know why you just didn't do what I asked you to do. Let's see. Go to wireless, pair. All right. Don't worry, Sly. I've almost got it. He's doing doing Gundam tonight. And so it's robot night. That's what's going on. And I've almost got it, and I've almost got it fixed. It's actually really easy. I just didn't know how to do it. Pairing successful. Okay, so now the pairing's been successful, Sly. However, don't give me that look. Okay, now, there we go. Hold on. Maybe it needs to be unplugged and plugged back in. I've never had this issue before. It was really random. This is the bonus. Wait. Okay, Sly, say something.
Something.
Hey, they can hear you again.
Hey, we did it! Woo!
Sly, you are making it so much harder.
I was... Okay. All right.
So distracting.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say because I already said all the shit I wanted to say in chat, so.
You got anything else going on?
I already put it in chat, so I'm good.
Gundam event tomorrow. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
for
April
Saturday,
Fool's
right?
event
Because it's...
Yeah,
yeah.
It's April Fool's event for first Saturday. What's going to happen? I wonder. Go watch the trailer on Twitter. You'll find out there. And now that you can hear me and Shaq can hear me, Haps, what's going on?
Now the person they could have heard the whole time is the person who's going to be speaking. Yeah, you can find Mr. Happy 1227 all the usual places. Playing a lot of Blitzball right now. A lot of Blitzball. Chat has made me have to play a lot of Blitzball in Final Fantasy X. That's
Sounds
been
like
my life.
Great time.
It's so fucking bad. It's the worst. It's
Is it?
it's so fucking bad. It's worse than you know what the thing is? I haven't played Blitzball since I was 12, and I've realized it's worse than I remember because I figured out how a lot of shit works that I never gave a shit about as a kid. And it's pretty fucking bad. And if they put it in 14, then that is going to be the worst patch that we've ever had. Because everyone's going to play it for a day, the novelty will wear off, and then they're going to jerk off and go play something else. Maybe not
in that order.
Maybe not in that order, but those are the two activities that will take place. You know.
Yeah.
So, that's all there is to it. And yeah, I'm just doing count up all month. I'm skipping pretty much everything else. Battle Network is this month. Highly recommend it. Live Alive on PlayStation and Steam is this month. Highly recommend it. And likely the Pixel remasters, which I'll, go back to, I suppose, the console release of the Pixel remasters. They're billing us for it on the 5th of April. So, yeah, that's it. Anyway, that's going to be a wrap for me. And, appreciate everyone for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, thanks. You. Yeah, you. Specifically you. Yeah. Yeah. You're cool. You're cool. With that, we're going to go into whatever post show is even necessary after all that fucking shenanigan. So, we'll see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. for the Audrey show. So be there. Bye-bye.
See you next week.